For these factory workers, the Egyptian revolution was only the beginning of their struggle. The employees of the Shibin el-Kum textiles factory 2 hours north of Cairo have been at the forefront of Egypt's surging labor movement. They staged a month-long strike soon after the ouster of former President Hosni Mubarak, and now they are taking their fight to the Egyptian courts, demanding that their privatized factory be renationalized. In 2007, the Mubarak government privatized the Shibin el-Kum textiles factory, selling it to an Indonesian company called Indorama for a fraction of its market value. Workers claim Indorama cut production, fired 5,000 workers, and eliminated the benefits of those that remained. Last September, emboldened by the revolution, an Egyptian court ruled the privatization had been corrupt and ordered the government to take back the factory. But the government has appealed the decision. Meanwhile, workers say pro-government thugs continue a campaign of intimidation and threats. The workers at Shibin el-Kum are not alone. In the months following the ouster of former President Hosni Mubarak, the Egyptian judiciary ordered the renationalization of 5 privatized companies. The court ruled that the companies had been sold for far less than their market value. After the privatizations, the new owners downsized the companies, firing thousands of workers, slashing their benefits, and reducing production. So far, the government has refused to take the companies back into the private sector. Instead, the administration of Prime Minister Kamel al-Ganzouri has appealed the court ruling. Ganzouri himself is implicated in the corrupt privatization deals, some of which he oversaw the first time he was Prime Minister under Hosni Mubarak some 15 years ago. If the court order to renationalize the privatized companies stands, it could represent the beginning of a rollback to the neoliberal economic model pushed by Mubarak and the military junta that succeeded him.
مفيش مقر عمل ولا صرف مرتبات ورمي العمال في الشارع. مسيرنا احنا ايه؟ قاعدين نتكلم مع رحنا للحاكم العسكري، رحنا للدكتور كمال الجنزوري، رحنا لعصام شرف، رحنا للسلم، رحنا للكل، ولا حد عايز يفتح بابه لينا، واساسا الناس العمال دي اكنهم ما لهمش اي قيمه ولا ليهم اي لازمه. اللي كان جمال عبد الناصر عنده الدم العامل هو العامل فتح المصنع هو كل شيء. The legal battle is dragging on for workers at Shibin el-Kum and the other factories. The workers descended on this Cairo courthouse, but the judge didn't show up.
اليوم الجلسه النهارده ولكن لقينا القضيه مش موجوده النهارده. قالوا لنا تعالوا الدايره الثانيه هتنظر الطلب بتاعك يوم 11 الكلام ده من 10 ايام. جينا النهارده مش لاقيين حاجه خالص.
On this day, the workers' struggle was upstaged by a protest in favor of the Islamist presidential candidate Hazem Salah Abu Ismail. Workers' strikes played a major role in the uprising against Mubarak, but they were ignored by many journalists, who instead focused on middle-class activists in Tahrir Square. In the last year, the labor actions have only intensified, but media coverage remains scant.
سايبين الشركه وسايبين البلد اللي هي واقعه، احنا اهم حاجه البلد تقوم تاني تقف على رجليه، شوف الشركات وشوف المصانع، شوف الناس اللي مش لاقيه شغل دي، اهم حاجه الانتاج يرفع تاني الاقتصاد بتاع البلد، تقوم البلد تقف على رجليها، ساعتها اي مشاكل هتنحل، انما طول ما بيدوروا على ابو اسماعيل ومش عارف مين.
Many of the Shibin el-Kum employees have not worked since the court ruling in September. They will have to wait even longer. After holding their ground in the courthouse for several hours, they were told to come back another day.
أنا بعرفك أهو، أنت مسجل معايا المرة اللي فاتت ومصورني، صوتنا ما وصلش.
Reed Lindsay for the Real News Network in Cairo, Egypt.